Hi, future juniors. Today you're going to select your courses for next year. First, we're going to need some information. Please fill in your last name first name last, your student ID number, a phone number, and an email address in case we need to reach you over the summer. Please remember to write neatly. Medina Valley High School offers dual credit courses for incoming 11th and 12th graders. The requirements for dual credit are set by the college. They look at the qualifying scores from either the TSIA exam, the STAR EOCs, taking English 2 and algebra, and or the ACT test. TSIA tests will be in March and in April. There's no cost for a student to take a dual credit course. The only thing they have to buy is the textbooks. A mandatory online orientation and completing applied texts is also required. Override student choices to meet graduation requirements. What this means is if you took a course and earned below a 70, and that course is a requirement for graduation, you may be taken out of an elective class and placed in A+ recovery. In the credit recovery class, you will make up the credit that is needed for graduation. Another example is if you did not meet an EOC standard. You will be removed from an elective and placed in the intervention class, and in that class, you will learn skills to help you pass your EOC exam. And finally, if you're missing a graduation requirement, again, you may be taken out of the elective class and placed in the class that is needed for graduation. Counselors will only do these changes if they are needed. Here's an example of a transcript. Make notes on your transcript of the graduation requirements that you need and mark any grades that are below 70. Starting with the red arrows at the top, speech will fall right underneath the language arts. Speech is only a semester long, therefore it's valued at 0.5 credits. The blue arrow shows PE. You only need 1 year of PE, 1 credit of PE, in order to fulfill the graduation requirement. Underneath the PE, you see other languages. You need 2 years of a foreign language to meet graduation requirements. Those languages need to be in the same language. For example, Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, or ASL 1 and ASL 2. Underneath other languages, you have fine arts. You only need 1 credit of a fine art to fulfill graduation requirements. Then we have career and tech. You only need 1 year of a technology class to fulfill the graduation requirement. This student took Business Information Management in the year 2020 and passed and got his 1 credit and is therefore complete. Now let's start choosing your core classes for next year. You're going to place a mark on one of each core courses, starting with English. You can choose English 3 or English 3 dual credit. Place your mark next to the class that you wish to take next year. Next is Social Studies. You can select U.S. History or U.S. History dual credit. We're going to skip math for now and move on over to science. The science sequence for Medina Valley is 9th grade physics, 10th grade biology, and 11th grade chemistry. So you're going to get to choose chemistry or chemistry honors. If you choose to take another science, you are more than welcome to do so. Biology dual credit is a college level course. It does include a lab, and you will be learning about inner transformation, properties of life, as well as diversity and classification of life in animals and plants, just to name a few things. Chemistry dual credit is designed to be equivalent of a first-year college general chemistry course. Lab work will be highly emphasized, and students will be required to keep a detailed lab notebook. Anatomy and Physiology and Anatomy and Physiology honors is a study of the human body and its structure and functions. Forensic science uses a scientific approach to solve crime scene investigations. You will study fingerprint analysis, ballistics, and blood analysis. Environmental Science AP is a college-level course, and you will take an advanced placement exam in May for this class. In this class, you're going to study how several factors affect our environment, from the weather to pollution and overpopulation. You will also explore how some areas have overcome these issues. Engineering science will engage students in authentic engineering practices in a project-based environment. And finally, engineering design and problem solving is an integration of engineering applications and the application of computer science. Now we can choose your math course. If you are currently in Algebra 2, you're going to select Geometry. If you are in Geometry, you're going to select College Prep Math or College Pre-Cal Dual Credit and Stats Dual Credit. College Pre-Cal is a semester long, and Statistics or Stats is also a semester long for a full year of math. If you are currently in Algebra 1, then you're going to select Algebra 2. If you plan on participating in athletics, you're going to select the sport that you wish to play. If you play multiple sports, all we want for you to fill out for now is the fall sport that you plan on participating. Remember, you must upload a physical online. If you have not taken a PE class up to this point, you might want to get that out of the way and select 5109 at the top of that box. These are some of the graduation requirements that mostly get overlooked. The fine arts. These courses will count towards a fine art requirement. Art, band, jazz band, choir, dance, color guard, floral design, music appreciation, music theory, tech theater, and theater arts. If you have not taken a fine art up to this point, we strongly suggest that you take your fine arts for next year. Foreign languages also get overlooked because some students do not realize you need 2 years of the same language. So please make sure on your transcript that you have Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 or ASL 1 and ASL 2. The technology requirement is another one that gets overlooked. Please make sure on your transcript that you have at least audio video, graphic design, animation, or business information management to count towards your technology requirement. And finally, speech. Speech is only a half a year, so that is why sometimes that one gets overlooked. So please make sure that you take your speech requirement for next year if you have not done so already. Since it is only a half a year, we partner that with dollars and cents for the full year. After completing the front of your course sheet, you're going to count the number of classes that you have required, subtract that from 8, and that is going to be the number of electives that you get to choose. We have you subtract it from 8 since we have 8 periods a day at Medina Valley. One elective that you can now select as a junior is the career prep course. If you have a job in transportation and work at least 15 hours a week, you can take this course. You will be allowed to leave school early to go to work. We are not allowed to put students in this course at semester. You must start this course at the beginning of the year. Note that the career prep class is 8001 and the CP Work 1, CP Work 2, CP Work 3 represent the periods that you get to leave early. Instructional Practices in Education and Training 8225 is another elective for juniors and seniors. This is also known as our PACE class. You are a teacher's aide in the classroom. You get to tutor students, assist teachers, work in the front office or the library with paperwork and or other duties. Ag Leadership 1, 8441, or Ag Leadership 2, 8442, is the Ag competition class. If you have previously taken Principles of Ag competition, then you will sign up for the Ag Leadership 1 to compete. This class will either be with Ms. Williamson, Mr. Welch, or Mr. Davis. QR code for course description. You can scan this code with your phone camera, review the course catalog for more details about the courses you are interested in, and then make your choices on your choice card. So this is your elective sheet. These are your fun classes. Notice the symbol next to some of the courses. Some have an asterisk or a little star. Those represent semester courses. If you look here, small animal management has a star or an asterisk, and so does equine science. So you would have small animal management for half a year and then equine science for the other half of the year. Some classes may have a little carrot top that represent a 2-period block. So you will be in that class back to back for 2 periods. Please remember that as you are counting up your courses for the year. We would like for you to label some alternates for us. A1, A2, and A3 will represent your 3 alternates. In case your electives are unavailable, we will refer to your alternates. And finally, we ask that you sign and date the bottom of your sheet. Now please go to www.mvisd.com and log into Skyward. Enter your username and your password. You may have to try using your 8-digit birthday as your password. It will take you to a screen that looks like this once you get into Skyward. And just please know that you and your parent can change and view your courses after today. Viewing is going to be open for 2 weeks, and final changes will be on the last day of school. After that, they will be locked. Once you're in Skyward, we're going to ask that you click on Schedule. It is on the left-hand side of your screen. Once you click Schedule, it will take you to this page. We're going to ask that you click the link that says Request Courses for 2021-2022 in Medina Valley High School. This is what you should see next. At the bottom of the page, next to the search button, you're going to enter the course number for the classes that you plan on taking next year. You will enter them one at a time and then click Search. Course will pop up and you're going to highlight the course and then click Add Course. Courses move over to the right-hand side. If you make a mistake, don't worry. All you have to do is highlight the course and click Remove Course, and it moves it back over to the left. Notice the arrow in the upper right-hand corner. It says Need 8 credits. We need for that number to show 8 because we have 8 periods at the high school. So total credits will have to show 8 for you to be complete. Once you have 8 total credits, what you're going to do next is click the tab that says Request Alternates. Once you click Request Alternates, you're going to enter your course alternate numbers and click Search. You're going to do that for all 3 classes. In the upper right-hand corner, it should show Total Alternates 3 in order to be complete. After adding 8 credits and 3 alternates, you're going to raise your hand and an adult will verify the form and your account. Then you can exit from Skyward and exit from your computer. If you have any questions, you can contact your counselor. If your last name is A through E, your counselor is Mrs. McCaslett. If your last name is F through L, your counselor is Mrs. Shearhart. M through RI, Mrs. Lozano, or RJ through Z, Mrs. Cheshire. For all other inquiries, you can call 830-931-2243, extension 1137.